Hey, 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 it's time for another episode of Max Potential Habits. Today we're going to talk about the top 5 alignment habits of successful entrepreneurs. Why? Because success leaves clues. I love this quote by Jack Canfield. He says, "Your habits will determine your future." Really, that's all that needs to be said. We could just stop now. Here's the thing. Success leaves clues and habits determine your future. That's why I created Max Potential Habits. If you don't know me yet, I'm Dr. Amanda Barrientos. I'm the founder of NFA Coaching, the host of Max Potential Habits. This is your place to come each and every week for tips, tools, and inspirational interviews to help you optimize your habits so you can thrive in life and business. And the reason that I wanted to do a habits podcast is because in all the research I did and in all the things that I started implementing to go from food stamps to 6 figures to help other people optimize their lives, it came down to habits because we are a product of what we do every single day. James Clear, who's the writer of Atomic Habits, says habits are not a finish line to be crossed. They are a lifestyle to be lived. I really love this quote because if we think about habits as a journey of alignment, that's what's key. So it doesn't happen overnight. Habits don't happen overnight. We get downloads when we're kids, and this creates a lot of our habits. Let's say brushing our teeth, right? It's something we do over and over. Our parents help us when we're little. Then we learn how to do it so much so that on autopilot, sometimes in the morning, we're like, did we brush our teeth? I can't quite remember because it's so embedded into your daily routine. We want all of our habits to be like this as long as they're ones that are putting us in the right direction. And the most highly successful people are people who optimize their habits and they take the journey of optimizing their habits. They continually tweak. They are continually assessing, evaluating, reflecting, and going, hey, are my habits aligned? Are they getting me where I want to go? Do I need to drop something? Do I need to add something? What's my team doing with their habits? They're having those conversations in their inner world, in their mindset, and with their outer world, with their team, with their family, with their partners, with their kids. Habits are so incredibly powerful. So you've heard me say this before. My definition of a habit is a repeated pattern of thoughts, decisions, and actions that over time become automatic. So our mindset is a habit. Our joy is a habit. What we do to our physical body is a habit. How our relationships look is a habit. It's based on your relationship habits. Are you creating win-win relationships, or are you overly narcissistic or overly altruistic? So if you're overly narcissistic, you're going to be taking a lot. If you're overly altruistic, you're going to be a doormat and giving too much, which leads to resentment. These are all habits. And so today, I want to talk to you about strategic habits. So autopilot habits are awesome because they set us up for success if they're geared in the right direction. If they're not, you've got to realign and you've got to start to think, okay, what habits do I need to drop? What habits do I need to shift? Which ones do I need to implement strategically and practice them daily for a little bit of time? Research says different things. Let's say you practice something for 30 days and you let yourself see how it feels. You're going to start to notice a difference. And then what happens is your brain starts to create new neural pathways. And then that becomes the path of least resistance. And then you want to do more of that habit, because you're getting a positive association with it. So I want to talk to you about 5 alignment habits that all successful entrepreneurs practice. And I've learned this through this podcast. I've learned this through a lot of research. I learned this through practicing myself and what I do with my clients. And these are powerful. So you're definitely, if you're in a place where you can take notes, write these 5 down and start evaluating, where do I need to optimize in these areas, and create a strategic habit of these top 5, because these 5 I've seen all successful entrepreneurs do, including myself, including the biggest players in any industry you're in, including all the people that you can think of who have what you want. They are practicing these alignment habits. And let's talk about alignment a little bit. You know that NFA stands for No Fucking Around Coaching. It also stands for Neuro Freedom Alignment. The reason I named it also Neuro Freedom Alignment is because we all want freedom. And what freedom means is that we are living our lives on our terms. That means we have the success we want, we have the relationships we want, we have the body we want, we have the money we want, we have the health we want, we have, the sky's the limit, we go on the trips we want, all of those things. That's freedom. Success is whatever it means to you. So when I say the top 5 alignment habits of successful entrepreneurs, I could also say the top 5 alignment habits of entrepreneurs who are free, who have created freedom in their life through meaning, purpose, and deciding what they want. And alignment looks like you getting up every day on fire and inspired instead of stuck and frustrated. So it's you getting up and it's you saying, I'm in joy, I'm inspired to do my day, I'm not procrastinating or hesitating because I'm aligned. And you'll know you're aligned because you feel good and you see your outer world matching that feeling. So your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. So if you feel joy in your inner world, you're gonna see joy in your outer world. If you feel aligned on the inside, you're gonna have an aligned reality where you're magnetizing opportunities your way, your business will be growing, your connections will be deepening, you'll be feeling a sense of inner power because you've aligned yourself. So alignment starts from within and it shows up in your habits. And you can also shift your habits and it gets you aligned. So this is an interactive process. So let's talk about the top 5 alignment habits of successful entrepreneurs. Number 1, be committed to living in your zone of genius. Okay? What does that mean? Zone of genius means that you are aligned because you're doing what you say you want to do. This means that you have no competing commitments. And when I say none, remember I said that habits are not a finish line to be crossed, they are a lifestyle to be lived. This is a journey. It's an ongoing process and it's a lifestyle. So when you're committed to living in your zone of genius, it means that you're continuously practicing confidence building, which means to know, love, and trust yourself is my definition of confidence. You're getting to know yourself at a deeper level at all points in time. You're not self-sabotaging because you know what you want and you're driven to get there. You practice daily mindset training. So being committed to living in your zone of genius means that you know you've got to become the master of yourself. Okay? The master of themselves knows, loves, trusts themselves. When they don't know how to do something, they find resources to do it. They are resourceful, they are driven, they are inspired, they get up and they figure it out. They have an I can win attitude, right? So they never, ever stop wanting to live in their zone of genius, which is also values alignment. So when we know our values, our highest priorities, then we take action on them every day. It means we're going to be more focused, we're going to be more determined, and we're going to want to do things in the world that are aligned with what we say we want. So one way you'll know that you are living in your zone of genius is that you'll get up in the morning and you'll be inspired for your day. You'll have clarity about where you want to go. You'll start taking steps in that direction. If you're not living in your zone of genius, that's okay. Lots of people aren't. Start taking action toward what brings you joy. Stop shoulding yourself and telling yourself that you should be doing something because someone told you should or because you have all these unconscious downloads. So you got to start working on your competing commitments. I'm going to say it, lots of podcasts. I have Inner Boss Bootcamp, which the entire thing is designed to help you deal with your competing commitments that are blocking you. Go to innerbossbootcamp.com. Awesome 30-day masterful mindset training that helps you tap into your zone of genius, unlock your competing commitments so you can get where you want to go. innerbossbootcamp.com. Number 2, never stop learning attitude. Okay? Across the board, successful entrepreneurs have a never stop learning attitude. Okay, I think of this as NFA responsibility. They practice daily personal growth and development. I don't know if I've ever met a successful person who doesn't practice personal growth and development. I say it's the number 1 max potential habit. If you aren't, and it's very tied to being committed to living in your zone of genius and confidence building, right? That never stop learning attitude with personal growth and development is you becoming a master of yourself. Really, all of these are you becoming a master of yourself. To listen to the full episode, head on over to nfacoaching.com, hit the podcast link, and it'll take you to all of the full episodes. And go ahead and leave some comments. I'd love to hear from you to know how these inspirational interviews, tips, and tools tools are impacting you in your life and business. And be sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on any of the Max Potential Habits episodes.